was a little busy because it's summer vacation time.
Mhm.
So we had some family gathering.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, um, my sister lives in Denmark.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay. Mm.
because she got married with a Danish guy,
Ah, okay. Mm.
and last week my sister and her daughter visit us to Japan.
Ah,
So
nice.
we have some time um, to go out together, and yeah, so it was a little busy, but it was really good. We had quality time.
Ah, that's nice. How long has it been since she's been back to Japan?
Uh, can you please say it again?
Yeah. How long has it been since your sister came back to Japan?
How long? You mean how long she stayed Japan
Uh,
this time?
when was the last time she visited Japan?
Thank you. Um, it's been yeah, a year.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Ah,
last year was the first time since that happened, the COVID
yeah.
thing-
Mm.
things. So last year she stayed in Japan for couple weeks, I guess.
Mm.
And this time only for 1 week because she
Ah,
also uh, has work
yeah.
in Denmark, and I think she's also a little busy. Yeah, but it was
Yeah.
good.
Ah, it's nice.
Yeah.
She likes it in Denmark?
Yeah, I think so. You know, sometimes she complained about something because it's very different.
Yeah, yeah, very
Yeah.
different.
But she enjoys it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and then
good.
she's not alone. She has
Yeah.
her own family, so that's
Mm.
good.
Yeah. Have you visited Denmark before?
Not yet,
Not yet. Hmm.
but maybe next year, I guess. I'm not sure,
Yeah.
but I want to visit there one day.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. It's difficult between Japan and Europe. It takes a little bit of time.
Hmm.
Mm.
At least 12, maybe 13 hours
Yeah.
from Tokyo to Paris.
Mm.
It's like 13 or 14 hours.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if I go to Denmark or other places, I need to uh, exchange, transit,
Yeah. Yeah. You need to transfer.
transfer. Yes, transfer
Yeah.
the airplane. So I actually it takes a day, maybe two.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you've already lost 2.5 days just with traveling. Yeah. Yeah. Did you want to work on this lesson today? The reading lesson?
Yes,
Yeah.
I prefer to read it. Uh, I really bad at reading aloud, so
It's okay.
I I like to practice it.
Yeah, it's a good idea. And you did the lesson before this in
Ah,
this course?
Yes,
Yeah.
last week,
Yeah.
I had 30 minutes lesson with another tutor,
Hmm.
and I think this is same one.
I think it's confusing because this is the second lesson in the course, but the first lesson is called lesson 0.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we don't count things like that. So I
No,
was
I
confused.
I would I would never count them either like that. I would just say lesson 1, 2, 3
Yeah.
because it's confusing, I think, for students because they see and they say, "Oh, I did the first lesson already." But I I think the previous one, let's say, is native plants to support the environment.
Yes, right.
That's the one. Okay, yeah. So that's lesson 0.
Okay. Maybe lesson one means the more difficult.
I I don't know. I think in general, uh, the 5 lessons in this subject should be similar,
Okay.
but
I
we'll see. How how did you go with the previous lesson? Was
uh,
it okay?
it was okay. It's not easy for me.
Mm.
It was a little difficult, but I kind of understand. I mean, the tutor teach me taught me the things I didn't understand, so that
Yeah.
helps me a lot. So
Oh,
probably I can make it.
yeah. Well, we just go slow and just ask any questions that you have, of course.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So we'll do reading and some questions and work on pronunciation and using the new vocabulary.
Okay.
So the first one, an endangered species, all yours.
An in endangered species. I have the first question. Uh,
That's okay.
endangered means danger.
It doesn't mean danger, like dangerous
Uh-huh.
species. It means that the animals are in danger of becoming extinct. So they're in danger of disappearing, like their numbers are decreasing.
Okay. So it was to end up the spe- the species.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
okay. Okay, thank you. I thought it this article is about dangerous animals like bears, tigers or something. Thank you.
Yeah,
Uh, I think I have some new words in this article. So can you
yeah.
please read first?
First, yeah, of course.
I will after you.
No problem.
Thank you.
Okay. So, the migrating monarch butterfly is considered an endangered species. Scientists say the dropping numbers of monarchs are due to climate change, loss of habitat, and the use of pesticides, chemicals that kill insects, and herbicides, chemicals that kill plants. But there are things that people living in the United States can do to help the beloved black and orange insects.
Okay, thank you. Um, the migrating monarch butterfly is considered endangered species. Scientists say the dropping numbers of monarchs are due to climate change, loss of loss of habitat and the use of pesticides, chemicals that kill insects, and herbicides,
Yeah.
chemicals that kill plants. But there are things that people living in the United States can do to help the beloved black and orange insects.
Okay. Very nice.
Thank you. So the migrating monarch butterfly
Mm.
is considered an endangered species. So migrating means they travel to somewhere.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. They travel maybe with change of seasons or something. Yeah.
Okay. And the scientists say that dropping numbers of monarchs are due to climate change. So, the climate change is one of the reasons, and the loss of habitat. Habitat means the place to live.
Yeah, exactly where they live.
Okay.
So,
So the place they can live are
mm,
degrees.
yeah, so it could be maybe some nature areas are being developed and buildings are going there. Maybe this type of thing.
Okay. And the use of pesticides, chemicals that kill insects. Pesticides is the name of the chemicals.
Yeah. So this usually pesticides would be used by uh, farmers.
Mm-hmm.
So if they have crops and there's insects, bugs eating
Uh,
their vegetables or something, they spray a type of chemical that is okay for the vegetable,
uh-huh.
but not for the
It's
insects. Mm.
okay. Pesticides. And herbicides, chemicals that kill plants. So herbicides is another kind of chemicals
Yeah.
to kill some plants, like
Mhm.
unnecessary grasses kind.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Um, but there are things that people living in the United States can do to help the beloved black and orange insects. Okay, so people, American people, say
Mm.
they can help them.
Yeah, I imagine because this article comes from America, but
Okay.
I people in general could do things
Uh huh.
to help this. Yeah.
Okay. So maybe next chapter explain about this, how to help them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we'll see. Hopefully that would make sense, a progression.
Mm-hmm.
Are there are there any endangered species in Japan?
Yes, I think there are some like I don't know. Yes, I don't think it's fish and also, and either reptile.
Mm.
It's in the river, like a stream. They can only live in a super clear water.
Uh,
Looks like I don't know. It's little strange creature.
Mm.
Uh,
It's something like an
yeah, this
axolotl.
is Japanese, but
Ah, it's a salamander.
yes,
Salamander?
and
Ah,
yeah, that I think so. And
mm.
this is Japanese local or
Yeah,
origin.
native. Mm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Japanese giant salamander. They their number is dropping now,
Mm.
and it it's a bird. You know origami.
Ah, is it like a swan?
It's
Ah, a crane. Ah, crane, of
yes,
course. Crane.
yeah. It is also nearly ends.
Ah,
Sad.
yeah.
I think they are only like a 2, 3, 4, or 10. I guess.
Oh, that little.
Yes. I mean the wild one,
Mm.
probably in zoo or somewhere.
Yeah.
Some, but only some.
Ah, okay.
That's sad.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, it's very, very sad. This
Yeah.
happens to a lot of animals
Mm,
these days.
right.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Hopefully, the next one is about what we can do
Mhm.
to help. So, do you want me to read
Yes, please.
first?
Yes.
Okay, so the title of this one, Milkweed to the Rescue. One of the best ways to help is to plant milkweed on your property. Milkweed is a type of plant that has white juice. Monarch butterflies eat milkweed and lay their eggs there. They need milkweed to survive. It's important to choose the right kind of milkweed. Dawn Rodney is a chief officer at the National Wildlife Federation in Reston, Virginia. She said not all milkweed is the same.
Uh, milkweed to the rescue. One of the best ways to help is to plant milkweed to your property. Milkweed is a kind of plant that has white juice. Monarch butterflies eat milkweed and lay their eggs there. They need milkweed to survive. It is important to choose the right kind of milkweed. Um, Don Rodney is a chief officer at the National Wildlife Fe- Federation in Reston, Virginia.
Mm.
She said not all milkweed is the same. Okay. Milkweed to the rescue. So this plant named milkweed
Mm.
helps these butterflies to survive.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
you know that I'd like you to teach me this butterfly.
Mm.
Monarch. What was that?
Yeah, monarch.
Monarch.
Mm.
Uh, is originally live in the United States.
Ah, that's a good question. I'm not positive. I'm sure we have this type of butterfly in Australia.
Uh-huh.
Let's check. Where is the monarch butterfly native to? North America.
North America. Okay.
Yeah.
So probably they travel to northern part to southern parts in between there, or
Yeah.
maybe east to west.
Yeah, exactly. Depending on
Yeah.
maybe the weather or things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ah, okay.
So the the first the first article number
Hmm.
0, we learn about the plant mainly. So generally, each species has their habitat. Like
Hmm.
in Japan, we have our plants, insects, animals, and in Australia, maybe Spain, America, they also have their own ones.
Yeah.
If uh, I bring some plants to some other place, that can be um, change the environment. It depends,
Hmm.
and it
Yeah.
happens around the world.
Hmm. Yeah.
So I just
Could be.
considered this milkweed is, if it is okay, or you know.
I guess it's okay in North America, but it's interesting uh, because it's called a weed.
uh,
And do you know this word on its own in English? Weed?
ah, what I know is people call marijuana weed.
Ah, there's another meaning for this one. Weed is if you have a garden or flowers and some small green grasses
Mm-hmm,
or different things grow that aren't meant to be there.
mm-hmm,
And normally people remove them because they're ugly or they can damage the original plant.
mm-hmm.
So this type of small thing is called a weed that people usually want to get rid of.
Uh-huh.
So maybe that's part of the problem.
Okay. Huh. So I understand. We call that kind of messy plant, messy green in Japanese.
Yeah.
Kanji letter. Um, yeah. So if you want to make your yard garden look better,
Mm.
probably people pick it up all over it.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So that could be maybe one of the problems if
Yeah.
this is a plant that they like
Mm-hmm.
because that's what people do. We just remove these types usually.
Yeah. Right. So the second paragraph, this chief officer of
Mm.
the National Wildlife, is that some federation? So there's some sort of authority of take care about nature.
Yeah, I would imagine this is like a type of organization to
Mm-hmm.
help the wildlife and
Ah,
to do things to protect the native wildlife. Yeah.
so wildlife means nature, include insects, plants, animals, everything.
Yeah, everything that's uh, native and wild. So like domestic
Mm,
cats aren't wildlife,
okay.
but wild birds, anything like that can be wildlife.
Okay. So this officer says, so you have to choose right one, right milk.
Yeah, the right milkweed. So
Okay. Got it. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't know that this word weed. I think it's about exactly marijuana.
yeah, in English it's the same. I don't know why. I guess
Uh-huh. Probably people don't
yeah.
want to say or call the name,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
use something
exactly.
different. Okay, good.
Okay. So let's see. Now the right milkweed.
Okay.
Okay. So there is an invasive species called tropical milkweed that we're seeing more and more, and people are not understanding that it does more harm than good, Rodney said. Planting tropical milkweed in the United States is a problem because it's not native to the country. It blooms or flowers for longer periods of time. This can make it harder for monarchs to know when it's time to migrate.
Okay, I'll read. There is an invasive species called tropical milkweed that we are seeing more and more, and people are not understanding that it does more harm than it does more harm than good. Rodney said. Planting tropical milkweed in the United States is a problem because it is not native to the country. It blooms or flowers for longer periods of time. This can make it harder for monarchs to know when it is time to migrate. Um, s- um, so it is not right one.
Yeah, it's a different
Okay.
type. So maybe they're in the same family, but different varieties.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So I thought
Mm.
this subject said the right milkweed. So it
Ah,
about right one. So that
yeah,
I was a little confused. So it talks about wrong one.
yeah. The title is a little bit misleading. Definitely.
Okay.
I guess it's more to emphasize the importance of choosing the right one. But
Mhm.
yeah, a more appropriate title would be the wrong milkweed. Yeah.
Okay. So makes sense. Because this tropical milkweed is confusing monarchs.
Mm, yeah, exactly. I think we're just about out of time, but we can